Good morning, people of Earth. I wanted to show you the Christmas present that my parents got me this year. It is a membership to the Gold Prospectors Association of America. This is the package that you get when you join up. So I wanted to show you what's inside of it. And this is just perks and bonuses. The actual membership is the really cool part, and I'll explain that. So I wanted to open it with you. So we got a hat. Hey, that's a good looking hat. It's all embroidered in there, gold thread. That's nice, and it's a nice round, looks like Velcro baseball cap. That's what I wear, is baseball caps. This is the green pan. I was actually pretty excited about this when I realized that it came with these green pans. Now, in one of the videos for Quest for Treasure, I lost my black pan that I had custom made. It washed away down the river, so I had to use one of these. And I didn't like the green because of the color. I like the gold on black contrast. But the other pans, the traditional black plastic pans, these ripples, it's a smooth surface and the ripples are raised up. And after I use this, you see how they're actually sunken down in there. So when you're tilting it up, I mean, they're just way more of a catch. And that's how they did it, is focus. Sorry, it's all one color. You can see how the plastic extends out, so they're actually dense, as opposed to having a raised ridge on the surface like the black pans do, which I feel like the gold can still travel to the edge of the ridge like a dog with the end to the fence and just get around, you know. Whereas these will actually trap it, and these are huge. When I started using them, the amount of material, I was like, oh my god. So very stoked. This is what you'll see me using from now on to do prospecting. Let's see what the back has. Some writing. It says, sorry, I had to get that in the right contrast. The gold catcher. Dude digging in a river. Tested and recommended by the Gold Prospectors Association of America. So this is their actual pan. To the unsung heroes of mining, this pan is dedicated. The gold catcher, the days of old, the days of gold. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Okay, so it's got a Psalms on here. It's made in the USA. Oh, and there's a detail for you. Do you see that? Look by the end of my ugly old finger. You see that? So this is poured plastic. I love this type of thing because there's so few humans left in the workforce, it seems like sometimes. So when the plastic was poured in here, there was a little bit of molten plastic that obviously was still left, and somebody had to, by hand, squish that down. You know, break it off from like where it poured through. And what I'm seeing here is, do you see the thumbprint? That is a lot like the print. That's a fingerprint, is what that is. And what that means to me is that when this was still hot and molten plastic, because that's the only time that happens, dude came along, or dudette. Is dudette right? Oh my god, we're getting in trouble here. Put their thumb on the thing and left that print. So that's usually the sign of somebody with some pretty calloused fingers that works with rocks and stuff. So maybe a real miner made this pan. Look at that. Or at least somebody that doesn't wear gloves, right? I don't know why I like that. It's the little details. That's why this is Quest for Details. This pan is still kind of handmade, and there's proof of it. So there's the pan. That was a lot about a pan. Holy moly. What do we got? We'll breeze through this. Nice patch, right? That can go on the backpack. That way when you're out there, people are like, hey, you're supposed to be out here. That's part of the deal of all this. Bumper sticker. Throw this on the truck. That is always nice. People understand why you're parked out there more. I like that they're advocating gold dredging improves fish habitat. I'll go ahead and take that stance as well. Sorry, I consider myself an advocate for all things natural. I'm a gardener and a naturalist, and I love it, and I agree with that statement 100%. Looks like we got a window decal. That's awesome. These are the membership cards. I'm going to get them laminated, and you can carry these with you. So now we get into what the membership is. These guys have access, own, and have access to, I should have looked up the number already, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of claims all across the United States. And once you're a member, you can go to those claims. So as just your regular citizen, right, I got to go and hunt all the time in public access places. Now these are people who have leased their claims out to them, give them permission for their members to go there, or they themselves are paying the yearly annual claim fees on and everything with the membership fees. And through all that, they've gotten hundreds and hundreds of sites, like I'm saying, that have primitive campgrounds at them and stuff. And so that's basically what you're paying for. And so you can walk around and you can drive out the roads. Let me show you. This, hang on that thought. This is the monthly, weekly, however often, volume 29, issue 6. This is December through January, so it looks like this one's a couple months at a time. They said that any changes to things, any new claims that they get access to will be put in here that aren't in this. And this is really the Bible for their mining association. This is their huge book of sites. So each page is a claim. And it's got the topo directions, it's got the actual topo map of the place, which is awesome. I mean, every page broken down to detail. And it's got directions. If they're super simple, it's super simple. I've read through some of these before in my parents' book, and if they're more complicated, it literally goes like a hiking. It goes 0.7 miles down to the end of the barbed wire fence where the you know what I mean, it's really detailed. It gets you there no matter what. Goes through each of the states, and these are claims. I have access now. I can drive to any of these dirt roads, go through the gates, make sure that I got my membership cards on me, and start mining and stay for however many weeks. So that's what those cards are about. Back to that thought. And that's what that is their press that they do, and it has changes or any new claims that don't show up in there because this is a every few years guide. But I mean, that's a lot of world to go through. This is another publication that now I get. So this is their magazine. Well, it's Gold Prospectors magazine, but you get a subscription to it. And this is treasure hunting and gold mining. And I hope they don't mind. I'm going to flip through. Go ahead and put this on there. We'll keep it 7 seconds, right? Bam. Excuse me, my voice is kind of tore up. It's winter. That's why we're doing an inside video. It's freezing. But everybody's off the rivers, all the kayakers, everybody fills up parking lots and makes it kind of crowded and stuff. And this is actually my favorite time before the water comes up to get out everywhere. And in California, stuff dries out a little bit, and so this is the time of year we've had a little bit of rain and you got some water flow. Brand new snuffer bottle. That's always good. And we'll put that over there. Get started prospecting. That's awesome. Always watch everything that you can. Even if you think you know everything, you don't ever in any category in life. So I'm probably going to learn a bunch of new things from there. You always do. Everybody's got different perspectives, That's my favorite part about YouTube. So anyhow, that's what we got. That's what you're going to see me out there with. And we're going to go through this puppy because, where are we? There's California, Arizona, Alaska. Hey, maybe it's like right up to there. Look at California. So we got regulations, right? Department of Fish and Game, dredging in California. I mean, they keep you informed for every state that you're going to be going into. Here's an example, right? So we got the county. We got what you're allowed to use there. See the little symbols. How many acres the claim is. You know, blah, 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 GPS coordinates. Access. See this one, difficult access terrain, very steep. Just more information, comments, member reports. Right? And then there's the directions, and then there's your topo map. I mean, so away you go with a little more modern technology. Butte County, you know, gold flakes and fines. Awesome. So, there's just California. That's where I am. Look at all those places. These are spots where I can only get to by having permission to go to access to these claims. So as a treasure hunter, or anybody, I mean, I can set down the pan and stare off into space and watch nature go by for hours out on the spot of the river where you have to have a membership to get to. So just the views, the trails, the old mining camps that you run into, all that other stuff. These are all access points for me. So, thank you for sharing that with me. Glad to share it with you. Hope you're as excited as I am. And we'll go ahead and get out there and get some gold mining going on. So, GPAA. And last but not least, thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. Thank you for taking me out my whole life and making me a treasure hunter. And just keeping going with the inspiration. Actually, this is going in the truck. And this is going in the bathroom. And this is going by the DVD player. And this is going to Sister to laminate. This is going in the bathroom. This goes under the seat. Okay. Away we go.